For the groups that run the world, it is being built. Lots of things are going on behind the scenes that you won't know about until they do. Also, people who own XRP, the price of XRP is about to print inverse head and shoulders padding. That's what we're waiting for. They set up an AM pool in the country for $666, adding 10,000 XRP and $33,666 to it. You can now offer cash and trade currencies. You don't lose 6.6% when you put money into or take money out of the pool. Finally, this market is full of junkies, gamblers, and people who buy lottery tickets in the hopes of getting rich. Not enough people are disciplined. Patience and drive. Likely 99.9% will lose. And I'm glad I didn't give in to this urge. Someone from Wall Street says it's lucky to have XRP at such a low price and to be able to save it. A lot of important people in the XRP community have said that the coin could go up 10 times in value during the bull cycle and stay below Ethereum in terms of market cap. Wall Street experts see the low price of XRP as a chance to build up their holdings. This point of view came up when Apps, as the host of the Good Morning Crypto Show, looked at the XRP market and other coins. Linda Jones, a new Wall Street expert, spoke at the session. So during the conversation, the show host and diver talked about the growing worries about XRP's weak market performance. He said that XRP was trading 80% below its peak during the long bull run in 2017. That's when Bitcoin broke through its previous fall high, bringing attention to the present situation. The apps made it clear that XRP is in a similar position. He pointed out that Bitcoin had recently passed the 69,000 mark, but XRP was still starting out 85% below its previous high point. Because of the difference, the host saw that the XRP community was worried about its success, which he thought was unnecessary. So apps tried to make people feel hopeful by comparing the situation to XRP's great performance in 2017. XRP had an amazing gain of 70,000% during that time, making it one of the best performing cryptocurrencies of that cycle. XRP can still 10x and stay below Ethereum. Meanwhile, the podcaster made it clear that he wasn't expecting another huge rise like the 70% one in this cycle. Instead, he was sure that XRP could reach a tenfold increase in value and still be worth less than Ethereum in terms of market capitalization. Ethereum has a market value of $402 million, which is a lot of money. XRP, on the other hand, is much smaller with a market value of $34 billion and a price of $0.61. So even if the price of XRP doubled, it would only be worth $338 billion, which is much less than Ethereum's market cap. The main point is that the expert wants to stress how likely it is that the price of XRP will go up by 1,000% during this cycle. A Wall Street analyst responds. In answer, Wall Street analyst Linda Jones said something similar, pointing out that the market is still a lucky place to be because XRP prices are low enough to elation.
Jones offered a calming view in response to the worries of a gloomy XRP fan. Don't worry about the price, it will be taken care of. Jones added to her point by talking about the private ledgers that banks use that are built on XRP.
She said that about 400 banks have talked to Ripple about using XRP for possible cross-border trades. As she talked, she said that these banks use secret ledgers based on XRP to send and receive money on a regular basis, which can cause the price of XRP to change. She thought of these changes, though, as stress checks for the system, which meant that they were a sign that these kinds of activities would soon be moved to the main ledger. As Crypto Basic reported, there have been several cases of XRP price glitches on different trading sites. There have been claims that the price of the asset hit as high as $34,603. And one recent claim said that XRP was trading at an amazing $74 on the Atlantis exchange. It's interesting that the Wall Street analyst said these bugs could tell us something about how much XRP will cost in the future. The latest on the XRP case, the SEC's appeal and the weather. So the SEC files an opening brief about remedies in the SEC v. Ripple case. There was no CCV. Ripple case updates for investors to think about, but the SEC had to file its opening brief about remedies by March 22nd in order to meet the court's briefing timeline. When Ripple sold unregistered securities to institutional investors in July 2023, the opening brief talks about the decision that said the company broke Section 5 of the 1933 Securities Act. The judge and at least one tourist agreed with the ruling. So on March 26th, a cut-down form of the opening brief will be made public. This is because the SEC will have probably argued for a harsh punishment to stop future violations. The alternative brief from Ripple has to be turned in by April 22nd. At the same time as the court filing, SEC Chair Gary Gensler gave a statement at the Columbia Law School conference. In it, he talked about the crypto market and how important it is to register with the SEC. Some people who work in the crypto security markets want to get around the need to register. Since there is no registration, there is no requirement to disclose, most people would agree that the cryptocurrency market could use some cleaning up. The Gensler speech came after there was more discussion about the SEC's plans to approve Ethereum spot ETF applications in May. The next one is that the US Securities and Exchange Commission SE again delays Grayscale's application for an Ethereum futures ETF. So on March 22nd, the US Securities and Exchange Commission put off making a decision on Grayscale's request to list the Ethereum futures exchange traded fund for a second time. The SEC had to make a final decision by May 30th, but it put it off in December of last year to ask the public what they thought about whether Ethereum's proof-of-stake consensus system could be used for fraud or manipulation. In December of last year, it was interesting to note that the SEC accepted applications from Paul ProShares, 1AC, and Bitwise to list Ethereum futures ETFs, as well as its own futures ETF applications. That's about all the news we have for today. If you want to see more, please join, like, and share. See you in the next video, and have a nice day.